It's time for an Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, and this is going to be much shorter than the audio podcast that we had, but it's with Randy Ervin, who is the mayor of Newton, and I'm excited to talk to Randy. And in the interest of clarity, Randy and I go way back to high school. We were in theater together. What was the name of the play we were in? It was
Annie, Get Your Gun.
Annie, Get Your Gun, and he was an indigenous person,
That's right.
and I played. I think it was Frank or something, and part of the circus that Annie was in, and anyway, and then we worked at the same radio station together, and we've been on committees together and stuff. And I got kind of upset when I saw on the newspaper's Facebook page that people were coming after my old friend Randy, and I said, "Give Irv a break. He's a good man," and people are coming after him for. The young man who, he was arrested at a city council meeting, and it was found that they'd violated his First Amendment rights, and that was 2 mayors ago. And I know you really can't talk about it a whole lot, but maybe you can say some of the calls and the emails that you've gotten, Randy, and it's just, it's been horrible for me.
I've received some crazy emails, voicemails. I'll forward a couple of them that you can't share, but to just kind of give you the background, we have people that call me day and night, and I'm pretty thick-skinned, but there's been a couple of them. My wife's received the voicemail instead of and it bothered her a little bit. But I don't want people to think that I'm out here talking about this because it's not the story. The story is in the court systems, and they'll decide who's right and who's wrong, and we'll live with that decision as a city. But where I'm going from is I don't want people to dwell on the negatives anymore. I think it's time for this city to start looking at what's good. The days of walking downtown and saying, "Oh, this town doesn't have anything for our kids. The town has no growth. The town has no restaurants." I think those days are coming to an end. And anything I can do to turn it from a discussion on the bad stuff of the past and can talk about the great stuff of the future, that's where I'm going to go. And that's the only reason I brought it up at City Council the other night. I don't want people worried about that stuff. I want people asking me, how can we grow? How can we build? How can we help our kids have something to look forward to?
Okay, and on the podcast, by the way, you're going to hear about the positive aspects of things going on in Newton. There's a lot of positive things to talk about,
a lot
too.
Of good things.
But we don't have a lot of time on the video, so I want to skip to another controversial issue that's been discussed, and that is franchise fees. Maybe you can explain to people what that's all about.
So franchise fees is something that nobody wants, including myself. I've been on the council 6 years and now mayor a couple months, and I've always spoken against franchise fees because I don't think they're necessary. I don't think up to this point we've needed one in the city of Newton. But I will tell you that over the next couple of years, with things that are hanging at the legislature right now, depending on how those turn out, we'll be fine in the 26 budget. Our city is very responsible. 27, we're in good shape. 28, we get a little tighter, but that's okay. We can tighten our belt a little bit. But by 29, some projections have us as much as $1.2 million in the hole. That's tough to overcome. So when we started talking about franchise fees, I did a little negotiating, a little background check, went to a meeting with almost 20 mayors, and there was 3 of us that didn't have franchise fees. Went to a dinner this week in Des Moines with 11 different mayors, and we were the only city without a franchise fee. So a lot of cities have already put this on their books years ago when it became legal to do so with the city or with the state. I would like to proceed just to protect the services that we're offering the city of Newton. And so it's like we've talked about before. You can have the discussion about property taxes, which the state's trying to limit to 2% without not counting new growth. And that's fine. I mean, if that's what they put in front of us, that's what we'll live with. But we still have to provide the services the people of Newton want. We have a wonderful fire department, a great police department, but it goes farther than that. We have one of the best libraries in the state. Are we willing to shut the library down? We have the most parks per capita in the state of Iowa. Are we ready to throw away our school parks? And what about our street department? We've had more street projects the last couple of years, completely redoing Union Drive, we've completely done a great job of patching up and making 8th Avenue a beautiful ride again. And we have some more of those street projects due this summer. If we don't do the franchise fee and we end up 1.2 million upside down, the city of Newton will lose services that our people have come to expect and want. And I'm okay with that. And that's where the discussion really differs. Had a lot of discussion with people that would call me and say, hey, what have you looked at this? Have you cut there? I am more than willing to have anybody come look at the numbers with me at any city council meeting. We have cut to the point we can't cut a lot more. And if we start cutting, then we start losing services. And that's the disconnect. We talk about property taxes, and everybody's like, yep, it'd be great to cut them by 2% or cut them by 5%. But I think it's great that you have a city council and a city administration that has not raised, but has lowered our tax levy over the last 7 years. And so for people to come and say the city of Newton is taxing them to death, I think is a wrong way to look at it. I heard the other day, and I fully believe this, you don't pay taxes to a city. You pay taxes to a community. So we want to provide the people in this town a great community for their taxes. And I think that's where we have to focus.
All right. We delve into more of this issue on the audio podcast. And again, we try to keep our videos shorter. But just to let you know, we talk about a whole myriad of different things in the podcast. In fact, it went on for much longer than we normally do with our podcast. So we're splitting it up into 2 parts. And so if you want to hear what's on the mind of our esteemed mayor here, you can listen to that. It will be available on early on Saturday morning and again on Monday into Tuesday morning. And that'll be on outandaboutwithjamiegrout.com and also on Spotify, also on Apple Podcasts and on iHeart Podcasts and all the other platforms too. And this video, of course, available on my YouTube channel and also on outandaboutwithjamiegrout.com also. So anyway, Randy, always a pleasure. Thank you, and keep up the good work. And hey, check out those city council meetings too. When can people come by and see what goes on?
The first and third Monday of each month, and then right at the beginning, once we do the Pledge of Allegiance, we open it up to citizen participation. Every citizen that wants to take the time and come present something to the city council, you have 3 minutes where we gather information and get back to you and do what we can. So,
and what time does that get underway?
6 p.m.
6 o'clock, city council meetings. Randy Ervin, Mayor of the City of Newton, on Out and About with Jamie Grout. Until next time, Grout is out. See ya.